Assalamu alaikum. This is Sanjida Sultana and I'm back with voice change. Now I'm going to discuss the imperative sentences and how to change them from active voice to passive voice. Rule number 1, beginning with main verb. When the active voice begins with a main verb, the structure becomes let plus object becomes subject plus be plus past participle of the main verb. As you can see, the structure is completely different from the basic structure we've already discussed in previous parts of this video. Example, do the homework. There is no subject in this sentence. The subject is beginning with a main verb. So, according to the structure, we bring let at the beginning. Then the object becomes the subject. Then we add a be according to the structure. And then the main verb's past participle form. Note that in case of do not, we are going to use let not. If here the example was do not do the homework, then we would have changed it into let not the homework be done. Okay, moving on to rule number 2. Let plus personal object, which are me, you, them, etc. Structure is let plus last object becomes the subject. Point to be noted, the last object. So definitely there is going to be more than one subject. Then we bring be, then past participle of the verb, then by, and then given personal object. Example, let him do the work. According to the structure, we keep let as the same. Then the object, definitely the object is the work which is at the last, as we said in the structure. So let the work, then be comes here, be, then past participle of the main verb done, and then we bring a be by, and then the personal object that is given in the active voice is at the end of the passive voice. I hope you understood. Rule number 3, never. In case of never, the structure is let plus object becomes subject plus never plus be plus past participle of the main verb. But we can do this another way, which is let plus not plus object becomes subject plus ever plus be plus past participle of the main verb. The difference is we are using never or we are using not plus ever. Not plus ever. See how it changes? Example, never tell a lie. And we bring let as the structure. Then the object, a lie. Then we bring never and then be and the past participle of the main verb. Or we can do this another way, where we add a not after let, and then after the object, when it becomes the subject, we bring an ever. Then the same. Okay. Moving on to rule number 5, which is main verb plus indirect object. such as me, us, you, them, him, her. The structure as follows: let plus direct object, that is the second object, plus past participle of the verb, plus for, not by, for, plus indirect object, which is the object after the verb. Just remember, the object after the verb is the indirect object and the direct object is the second object. Example: buy me a shirt. So there are two objects, me and I. Now you can remember we already had a first rule where the active voice started with a main verb, right? Like this. But there was only one object. So the rules is slightly changed in case of two objects. How? As you can see, buy me a shirt. In this case, a shirt is the second object, as we said, the direct object. So we bring let at the beginning and then the second object following the structure, and then be, and then the past participle of the main verb bought, and then for, and then the indirect object me. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't include the be in here. Okay. So I hope you understood. If there is any question, please ask me in the comment box.